Hi, today is September 21st. Now, we are now live streams from Kuala Lumpur on Sunday. The time now is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now today I'm trying to explain to you some of the very important questions that you may not know for the MM2H applications. All right. Just give me a sec. Let me set up my mic. Okay, now for those who are interested in applying MM2H, okay, I have set up a poll. If you can, if possible, please answer the polls. Now, for today's, I'm going to explain to you some of the very important questions that you may need to know, and I'll start with property, because right now to apply MM2H you must buy a property. Buying a property become mandatory now. Okay, I have set up the mic. I hope everything is okay. Now, before that, please subscribe to my channels and click like and leave your comments if you are watching a replay. And if you are watching the live stream, write down your questions. I can share with you my answer or my thoughts. If I can't give you an answer, I'll try to find you one. Now, last week, Ryan called from Singapore, asked one very interesting questions. He asked about the fixed deposit. Can he put half of the FD in US dollar and then the remaining half in Malaysian ringgit? Now, the answer is no. You can't do that, and you can either choose either one. Okay. Whether you put it in US dollar or in Malaysian ringgit, you can't get a half, and you don't have to split it into half actually. That was questions from Ryan Cole from Singapore. Now, and then when I try to find some information from YouTube, okay, now there are many misinformations provided by the YouTubers. Now, one of the YouTuber or many YouTubers have say that during the visa endorsement, okay, once your application is approved and you come to Malaysia and trying to get the visa stick on your passport, you have to go physically to the immigrations. Now, this is not true. You don't have to do that because your agent will go to the MOTAC on behalf of you. You don't have to go there physically. No, okay, that is not true. And then the FD rate. Now, this is a very important information. Is that the FD rate now at this moment, okay, for September 2025, the FD rate is somewhere around 3.7 to 3.9%, okay, per annum if you are placing your FD in US dollar, in greenback. Now, this is only apply to the first year. Now, most bank, they will give you a so-called privilege rate, which is it differ from bank to bank, but most of them are somewhere between 3.7% to 3.9%. Yep. And for Malaysian ringgit, now it will be slightly lower. It could be somewhere between 3.2% to 3.5% for Malaysian ringgit. Now, that is for the first year. Okay. Now, the key word is for the first year. Now, on second years onward, now the FD rate may drop to 2% to 2.5%, somewhere around that. Right? Quite a big difference between first year rates and second year's rates, or second years onwards. Now this you must bear in mind. Now there's one more very important considerations that you have to take, is that now when you choose your agents, you have to choose very wisely, because once you decided to engage into one agency, basically you can't change the agency for future dealing with Motec, right? Of course, if you want to go to Motec and do the renewal or FD withdrawal or whatever matters, you can go to Motec by yourself, but you can't switch your agents. Now this is very important. It is not say you can't switch. You can switch to different agents, provided that your existing agency or your original agents are willing to provide you with a release letter to release you, and you can go to others agency. If not, you must stick to the original agency. So bear in mind when you consider to engage your agency. Right now, this is something that most YouTubers, they do not disclose this information to you. Very important. Now, and then for those who are trying to apply the SEZ, Special Economic Zone, now the time frame for you to do the visa endorsement is 90 days after approval. Now this 90 days actually is very rushed. Now we have feedback to Motec. Now this 90 days is very rushed, and it will be very inconvenient for most of the applicants, because once your application is approved, the applicants have 90 days to come to Malaysia. Now not only that, you have to buy one property in Forest City before visa endorsement. Okay, now it is very time consuming. All right, most applicants, they do not come immediately after they got the applications approved. Applicants normally will have to arrange to take time off from their works and to come to Malaysia. Now, and then you go to Forest City and choose your property to buy. Now the whole process of buying in Forest City or generally in the whole of Malaysia will take you 1 month or 1 month plus. All right, 1 month to 1 month plus, because you have to sign the sales and purchase agreements, and the developer have to send it to the government to do the stamping. The whole process may take more than a month. So plus the time that you arrange to come to Malaysia, it could be up to 2 months or 2 months plus. So the whole process may take up to 60 days or even 70, 80 days. So the remaining days left will be very, very less. So it will be very urgent for those who try to apply the special economic zones. It is not that fast. Now, and the other problem is that some of the applicants who apply the special economic zone, you may have to come to Malaysia twice, because for the first time you come to Malaysia, you can only buy a property in Forest City, and then you may have to go back to your own country, or else of course you can stay here, you can stay in Malaysia, but you have to stay quite some long times waiting for the SPA to be stamped by the Malaysian government. So you may have to spend, I don't know, 50 days, 60 days in Malaysia before you get your visa endorsement, unless you are willing to buy a property before you apply the MM2H for special economic zone. Now that is very important. Okay, please take note on that. So even when you try to choose your MM2H category, you have to choose very wisely. Okay, there are many factors to consider. Oops. And okay, now let's watch some of the promotional video created by Motec.
When starting a new life in a foreign country, what concerns you the most? Is it the language barrier? In Malaysia, with its diverse ethnicities, cultures and religions, many people are fluent in Malay, English and Mandarin. This ensures that Malaysia is the ideal place to confidently establish your new home.
My name is Brian Gale, this is my wife Laura, and we've been members of the MM2H now for 12 years.
I'm Michael. I'm from Vietnam. So I had a second home program in the 2019.
我叫做 Andy， 咁我太太咧叫 Kelly。咁我哋咧一家4口就嚟自香港嘅，接近第9年時間啦喺度住咗。
我叫白庆如，今年48岁，我在这里是陪小孩子读书。我2013年正式来马来西亚住的。
来ました沖と申します。実際にマレーシアに移住してきたのは1年半ぐらい前になります。
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 김종호라고 합니다.
쿠알라룸푸르에 살고 있는 이수형입니다.
19년 정도 말레이시아에 살고 있습니다.
Malaysia offers an excellent quality of life at affordable costs, accommodating to the needs of people from different countries.
Oh, the living costs are very good.
我觉得马来西亚的消费水平不是很高，这里的物价呀、水果呀、蔬菜呀都很新鲜又便宜。
食方面抵好多，住方面亦都抵好多。
Medical, oh, very good. After the operation, my kids are very well. Not feel any pain.
医生的服务态度很好，而且医療水平很高。
The health system is very good. They've got state-of-the-art facilities here.
整個城市發展，而家馬來西亞係越嚟越進步嘅。
They developing very good. All the highway very comfortable.
私たちは今ララポート直結のコンドミニアムに住んでるんですけれども、ご存知の通りララポートは日本でなんていうのかな、日本人にとっては生活しやすい。
The education system is good if you've got children.
Here, international school, the quality good.
날씨도 좋고 그리고 안전하다는 거에 아이들을 키워야 하기 때문에 안전하다는 거에 굉장히.
If you like dining out, this is probably one of the best places in the world to dine out. So many diverse cuisines. You know, you've got Korean, you've got Vietnamese, you've got Chinese, you've got Malay, you've got Indian.
Malaysia opens its doors, welcoming friends from all over the world.
如果有 MM2H 嘅身份咧，我哋係唔需要有雙重嘅交稅咯。
我可以去銀行開戶口啊，我可以買房子呀，可以置業呀，在這裡，在國際機場，它設定了一個第二家園專門的通道，所以我們每次回來進去可以跟馬來西亞人一樣，可以走專門的通道。
출국하는 레인이 따로 있습니다. 일반 사람들처럼 오래 기다리지 않고 그 길로 빠르게 나갈 수가 있습니다. 공항에서의 가장 좋은 장점인 것 같습니다.
僕プロゴルファーなんで、ゴルフ場はいっぱいこう行ってるんですけども、マレーシアのゴルフ場ってその日本と比べて地形のいいところにコースを作ろうっていう発想なんですね。だからどこ行っても結構みんないいコースなんで。
以前嘅申請就係只係申請人嘅父母先可以嚟啦，咁我哋 MM2H 而家改咗就係我父母，即係我唔係申請人啦，都可以過嚟。
Choosing to live in Malaysia can be a life-changing decision. If you're considering Malaysia's My Second Home MM2H program, the application process is straightforward. To apply, simply meet the following conditions. First, you are from a country that has established diplomatic relations with Malaysia. You are over 25 years old. Whether you are a first-time applicant or renewing your visa, it must be processed through the MM2H one-stop centre. You are allowed to receive long-term medical treatment in Malaysia. Children of MM2H participants can study at any of Malaysia's higher education institutions IPT accredited by the Malaysian government. You must reside in Malaysia for at least 90 days within a year. Bringing in funds, such as fixed deposits, qualifies you for tax exemptions. If a MM2H participant passes away during their stay, their visa can be transferred to the designated next of kin. If your application is successful, you and your family members must undergo a medical examination at a designated clinic hospital to ensure standardized services and fees. Once all the conditions are met, you can choose to apply for one of the 3 packages: Platinum, Gold or Silver package. Choose Malaysia as your second home today. Malaysia welcomes you. See you in Malaysia.
马来西亚欢迎你。
Chào mừng bạn đến Malaysia.
Selamat datang in Malaysia.
ぜひマレーシアにいらしてください。お待ちしています。
말레이시아 오신 걸 환영합니다.
Welcome to Malaysia!
Okay, now this is the promotional video by Ministry of Tourism Malaysia. Now, okay, let's come back. Now, today I'm trying to share with everyone on the some of the most frequently asked questions on property, because this time the MM2H, you must buy property. Buying property is a mandatory procedure. So let us take a look at the questions about property. Now, we know that now the property you are going to buy, you can't sell it within 10 years. So the holding period is 10 years, but in certain circumstances, you still can sell that property. Now, number one is that if you decided to terminate your MM2H pass within 10 years, okay? As soon as you terminate your MM2H, you can sell your property. That is no problems. Now that is number one. Okay, scenario number two is that if you decided to buy another property with higher value, okay? Now then you can sell the your first property. Now that is allowed. Now, let's see the other questions. All right. If you already have property in Malaysia many years ago, do you still have to buy new property? Now the answer is no. Okay, as long as you have property in Malaysia and that value of the property meets the minimum requirements, now that will do. Okay, you don't have to buy new property anymore. But if you wish to withdraw the 50% FD, just you have to make sure the property that you have bought is within 2 years before the visa endorsement date. Okay, remember to click like, subscribe, and leave your comments below, and let me know also where are you from, where are you watching from. Are you watching from Singapore, Australia, US, Canada, European country, China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau? Okay, let me know. Now, and then questions about relating to property, that if you trying to once you bought your property, okay, how soon can you withdraw your FD, withdraw half of your FD, 50% of your FD? Now, in the old system, in the old MM2H, you have to wait for 1 year, but now basically you can withdraw, okay, immediately. Okay, we can help you to withdraw the FD. Now it will only take about 1 week for the MOTAC to process your FD withdrawal applications. So it's very fast. You don't have to wait for long. 1 week or 1 week plus, you get your approval. So you can send your approval letter to the bank and ask them to release your 50% of your FD. So so you can have a more cash flow for that. Okay, and then is there a time limit, okay, for you to buy a property? Yes. Now, if once you got your visa endorsed, okay, you have 1 year to do so, to buy a property and get the property to be registered with MOTAC. Now, remember, it is 1 year, but there will be some time taken for the government to process your SPA. So try not to use up the whole 1 year. Try to buy the property within 10 months or better to be in 9 months time, because governments need 1 month plus to get your property stamp. Okay, if you are buying the new project. Now for second-hand property, okay, for sub-sales, you may the stamping process will be quicker. It could be within 2 weeks. So prepare your time before that. Now, can I buy a piece of land and then build my own dream house? Now, unfortunately, the answer is no. You can only buy either from a second hand from a previous owner or from direct from a developer. Okay, you can't buy a piece of land and then you build your own dream house, because by doing so you will not have a proper sales and purchase agreement. You will not have the SPA. Now, this is the issue with building your own house. Okay. Now, and also if you have more than one property, okay, now some foreigner, they may have more than one property in Malaysia. So the good news is only the first property, or not the first property, only the property that you register with MOTAC, yeah, is you can't sell within 10 years. So the holding period is only for the property registered with MOTAC. So your second property or the property after the registered one, you can sell anytime you wish. Okay, what next question is that what if you decided to buy commercial properties such as shop lots, such as factories, such as a warehouse? Now, the answer is no. You can only buy property for personal use, for residential. Okay, that is only property that is allowed under the MM2H requirements. Okay, if you have any questions, leave your questions, write down your question now, and if you are watching a replay, you can leave your comments below. And in the descriptions below, I do have Facebook groups. You can join if you want. It is a new group that I created a weeks ago. So hopefully I will post a lot more facts about MM2H or information about MM2H in the Facebook groups. And there's no advertisement, please. Okay, do not post any advertisement in the Facebook group. It is only for the MM2H sharings. No ads, please. Now, and then who should buy the principal? Now, if you apply the MM2H together with the rest of your family's members, okay, now the property must be under the principal's name, or if you wish to have a joint name property, the principal must be one of them. Okay, it could be a joint name between husband and wife, but just make sure one of them is the principal applicant. Okay, and what to do if a property bought before MM2H applications was already a joint name property? Okay, now if you already have a property, a joint name property with someone else, now that someone else is not on the list of MM2H applicants. Now in this case, you can either drop the name of that someone else so that the property belong to you. This will of course incur some cost you will have to pay for the lawyer to do that and do a re-registrations, and you have to pay some amount for that. Okay, now what about the upgrading? Okay, now if you are applying the silver category, and later on you wish to upgrade to gold programs or even platinum programs, should you buy a new property again? Now that depends on the situations. Now, okay, now even if you buy, even you apply silver categories, but if the property you buy, the value of the property is already exceeded the gold programs or the platinum programs, by the time you wish to upgrade, you don't have to buy anymore. But if the property you bought for the silver categories does not meet the gold programs or the platinum programs, in that case you will have to buy a new property. So bear in mind for that. And can I buy under product under constructions? Okay, in short form we call it under constructions property. Yes, you can buy under constructions projects where you only get the property in the future, within maybe 3 to 4 years times. Now you can do that as long as you have a proper sales and purchase agreements. And also very important is that you can either buy new property or even second-hand property. Now that is allowed for silver, gold and platinums categories. Only those who apply the SEZ, okay, the special economic zone, you must buy from the developer. Okay, now of course you can also buy from through agents. That is also allowed as long as it is first hand, okay, either direct from a developer or either through agent. Now that is okay, no worried about that. Okay, remember, if you have any questions, even though it is not related to property, you can also send me your questions now during the live stream. The time now is 1:30. Okay, it's already 1:30 on 21st of September. You are watching live from Kuala Lumpur. Okay, and click like and subscribe to my channels. Okay, let's continue from there. Okay, upon MM2H visa endorsement, okay, can I withdraw 50% of the FD bank from bank directly, or do I have to buy a property first before I can apply for the withdrawal? Now I have answered this. Okay, now when we talk about FD withdrawal, okay, it is not saying that once you get your visa endorsed on your passport, you can straight away withdraw 50%. Okay, now that is not the case. Now the money in the bank is not for you to withdraw and go to buy property. No, it is on the other way around. You must use your own money to buy the property. Okay, once you have bought the property and with proper SPA, sales and purchase agreements, only then you can apply to withdraw half of your property. Okay, do I have to pay in full when you buy your property? Do you have to pay in full, or at least pay more than 50% of the FD in order to apply to withdraw 50%? Now, no. The answer is no. As long as you sign the sales and purchase agreement with your lawyer or with the developer, okay, as long as you pay up to 10% of your FD of your value of the property, now that will entitle you to withdraw 50%. So this is a very good news for those who have a cash flow planning. Okay, next, if I didn't buy property and my MM2H is revoked, will I be blacklisted? Now, I'm not too sure on this but normally if your visa, regardless of whether it is MM2H or whatever visa, if it is revoked by the government, most of the time you will have a bad record in the immigration system. So try not to get blacklisted. Okay. Okay, now when the 10 years holding periods start counting, okay, now try to understand this. Now you have two different scenarios. Now if you have bought your property before applications, okay, or before the your visa endorsement, okay, you may have bought your property 2 years ago or 10 years ago. Now it only start counting after your visa endorsement. Okay, it is starting from the date of your visa endorsement. Okay, those period before that is not counted. Now scenario number 2 is that you only buy your property after visa endorsement. Okay, say 6 months after your visa endorsement, you decided to buy a property. Now it will start from the date of your SPA. So remember, you have a 2 scenario. Let's continue. Okay, how Motec knows if you didn't buy any property within a year? Now, okay, for these questions, we don't know yet. Okay, we have not really encountered this issue yet because the MM2H is still new. Now, for most of the applicants, okay, for the past nearly 10 months, have not up to 12 months yet. What we know is that the Motec officer may contact the agency. Okay, for those who have not buy any property, they may contact your agency and ask the agency to contact the applicants, to check whether they have buy property or still pending. That is, I believe that is how the mechanisms works. Okay, for okay, for the property that you bought, if you bought the property many years ago, more than 10 years ago, okay, or 20 years ago. Now, some foreigner came to Malaysia, it could be 15 or 20 years ago. Now by that time, by before 2013, okay, there is no minimum threshold for foreigner to buy property in Malaysia. You can buy property worth 200,000, 300,000 ringgit. Now that is allowed before 2013. Now if that happens to you and you wish to apply MM2H now, you still can do so. Actually, you just need to get a property valuer to prove that your property bought before 2013 is now worth more than 600,000 Malaysian ringgit. Now that will do. Okay, let's see other questions. Now, what else? Now, and then there is one very disputable question, is that can your property be rented out to generate some income, to generate some cash flow for you? Now this is the questions that is very sensitive. Now if you wish to know the answer for these questions, I would advise you to write directly to Motec. Okay, the Motec's email is MM2H info@motec.gov.my. Okay, write to them directly and you let me know the answer for these questions. Okay, I repeat the Motec's email address so that you can ask them directly. Is mm2h at motec.gov.my. So write to them and let me know this answer. Okay, now the question is, can the property that you bought be rented out to generate cash, to generate some cash flow for you? So basically it means that can you make money, okay, out of the property? Okay, can you be rented out? Okay, let me know on that. Okay, today seems to be very quiet. There's no questions, and also please let me know where are you watching from for these live streams on Sunday. The time now is 1:37, just slightly past 1:30 on the 21st of September 2025. Okay, it's a very quiet days. There are still some viewer on my live stream now, and just let me know. All right. And also I have set up a poll asking that if you are interested in applying MM2H. Okay, just answer yes or no. A very simple poll. All right. Now I still have time. I still have some maybe 10-15 minutes. Now if you have questions, just ask. And for next week, I will share with you others very important questions on MM2H, on questions other than property. Okay, especially those 90 days minimum stay rulings, visa durations, how, and your FD, and others questions that you may ask, and also questions on SEZ, and also questions on your passport. All right. Now, this is on the bottom left hand side. You see the QR code. Now, this is my QR code for my WhatsApp. You may contact me for any applications questions or any enquiries. Okay. Now, for those who are residing in Hong Kong and southern China, Hong Kong, Macau, Shenzhen, Guangzhou. Okay, we will be visiting Shenzhen on October 21st to 23rd. Okay, we may meet up there if you wish. And okay, I can actually share you some of the general flow. All right, let me check if this. Okay, it is not here. Oops. Let me show you some general application flow chart. Yep, this is the if you wish to apply MM2H. Okay, this is the general process. Okay, the first steps. Let me write it down. Okay, this is the first step. Okay, first step, you need to sign an agreement to appoint us as your MM2H applications agency. All right. Now, once you sign the appointment letter, the agreements, you will have to pay 10% down payment, and then number 2 is that you prepare all your documents. All right, all the documents. We will give you a free consultation on this. We will understand your background, your family situations, and you just prepare your document. Now, once done, we will go through all your documents. Okay, if there's nothing wrong, you will have to pay another 10%, so it will make up to 20% for steps 1 to 3. Okay, now after that we will preparing a document and then doing submissions. Okay, number 4, we are doing the submissions to MOTAC, to the Ministry of Tourism, and then step number 5, there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you and me can do. It will be the processings. Now it will take on average, okay, average lead times is 90 days, and then once it is approved, you have another 90 days to make arrangement to come to Malaysia, okay, to complete the procedure. Now once you come to Malaysia, okay, make sure you have at least okay 5 working days, a minimum of 5 working days to complete your medicals, medical screenings, and opens bank account and transfer your money from your countries to Malaysia, and to get health insurance. Okay, minimum 5 working days, 5 working full days. Okay, it's full days. And now after that you get your visa. Now this viewing and property purchase, right now it could be here, it could be on the last step, it can also be on the first step. It doesn't matter anymore, because you can buy property beforehand. That is allowed. Okay, we still have 6 viewers, but we haven't got any questions, right? Remember, if you have any questions, just write to me now so that I can answer your questions. And if not, if you are watching the replay, leave your comments down below. And in the descriptions, there's my contact number and also my Facebook group. That please do not post any advertisement in the groups. Okay, no ads. It's purely sharing groups. Okay, if you like to share your thoughts, or if you have a new information, anyone, you can just post your comments on the Facebook groups. Now, and also I would like to inform everyone that we are actually now recruiting YouTubers, okay, YouTubers to work with us, and we will provide you with intensive trainings on MM2H. Okay, now when I go through the YouTube short clips, there are a lot of misinformation, wrong information. So that's why even we work with YouTubers, we will make sure all the information we provide to you is up to date, and we'll give you at least 2 to 3 hours, okay, intensive trainings before you upload your video. Okay, and also if you are from overseas, especially if you are from Singapore, Australia, United States, or any of the European country, or Japan and Korea, we are also trying to find a suitable overseas partners to work with us. Okay, we are both a licensed MM2H agency and also real estate agency. Okay, we are recruiting now, so you can contact me if you are interested to be part of us. Okay, we will make sure you have all the latest informations to share with clients. Okay, the timer is 1:45. I have live stream for 45 minutes. If you have any questions, please write to me now. You are watching live stream from Kuala Lumpur on 21st of September. The time now is 1:45 in the afternoon. Okay, there are a lot of things to share on these topics. All right, maybe I'll wait for a few minutes before I end this live streams. Okay, now this is my office, a part of my office. You can't see over there, and yep, it is something like that. All right, and let me know, subscribe and click like to spread this video. Okay, I'll wait for another 3 minutes before we end today's live streams. And for the time being, let me see if I can share others. I can share with you others informations. Okay, now this is, let me, okay, this is the most complete chart for the 4 categories, okay, from SEZ, silver, gold, and the platinum. You can screenshot this 4. The green is for SEZ, okay, to the left is for silver, and then the yellow color is for the gold programs, and to the left again the white color is for the platinums. And you can screenshot. This is the most updated informations for the 4 categories. Okay, 3, 2, 1, screenshot. Okay, if you for those who would like to read officials government's guidebook, now this guidebook is by the Ministry of Tourism. Okay, now I've shown you this. I showed you before. You can download this from the government's website. Okay. And let me share with you. Now this is some sample example of the approval. Okay, example of the approval. Now this is the approval letter. This is a sample. I do have some for those who wish to work with me. I do have a very intensive informations for MM2H. This is something like more than 50 pages that I will give you the intensive training for this. What else? Okay, now this is the documents that you need to prepare. Okay, this is a document that you need to prepare. And okay, talking about the document that you need to prepare, if you look at this, let me show you this, a family tree. Okay, now a family tree. This is a family tree. Okay, it will show you what to prepare. Of course, this is under a normal circumstances. Okay, now for some family, the situations may change. Their family backgrounds may differ from one another, so the document that you need to prepare is also different. basically that's it for today's live streams. So no questions, never mind, and I'll see you next week. All right.